Good afternoon. It is Monday, the 16th of December 2024. The time here in the UK is 37 minutes past 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I am your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But as always, it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story is racing in multiple series in Real Racing 3 update 13. Already got a few comments or one comment in the chat. So Alexander Hikiforov says, hello, Tony. Hello, Alexander. Thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting in the chat. Good to have you back again. Hope you've had a good start to the week. All right, let me share my iPad screen. There we go. And we've got volume, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Right, a couple of things to note. So effectively, over the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, I haven't done any racing. I did log into the game just to get my daily reward, but I sort of kept getting gold to a minimum. So I literally only got 10 gold through each day through the claim now function. So basically played 30 videos, got 10 gold. But what I did every day is do the earn now, and I was able to earn at least an additional 10 gold each day. So literally only did that, 15, 20 minutes tops. And that's all I had time for over the weekend. But it did mean I was able to keep my gold harvesting going. So at the moment, I'm sitting on 654 gold, which I don't think is too bad at all. Then this morning, I tried something a little bit different. So first off, let me just go through what I'm probably not going to race today, which is the online multiplayer. I do actually think the best car in this series is indeed the Lamborghini. I did have a look in terms of my perspective, if there was any value doing any upgrades and if it had any additional series available. That Lamborghini is relatively cheap to upgrade, but in terms of it's in 3 series, and I've got all the 3 series fully upgraded. So I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to do any upgrading on the Lamborghini. I'm not going to do any more racing, but I do think this week the Lamborghini is the better car. But I've got to 7 gold, which is okay. That's not bad. In terms of time trial, I'm sitting pretty at Group C within 5%. Again, I won't be doing any racing with this car because this car I'm hoping to take to 100% in the exclusive series. Now, that takes me to the World Rally Championship, the 2024 time trial competition. And you'll see there, I've actually done something that I've never done before. So again, I was racing this car this morning. I've got into Group B. Now, so it's quite fortuitous that Alexander said hello, because in fairness, this is an indication that Alexander did in a previous stream. He said what he's done in the past, although I think it was mainly on the weekly time trial, is he's sort of saved his game to iCloud or if it's on the Google side, Google Cloud, and then he's upgraded the car and raced the car at being fully upgraded. Now I've actually got more than one device for not specifically for playing this game, but that can actually support this game. So this iPad that we're looking at now is the main iPad that I use to play the game, but I have got another device that I can use. So what I did this morning is I did a save, and so I didn't touch anything on this iPad, but on my other device, I did fully upgrade. Let me just go into it. I did fully upgrade the Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1 Hybrid to 28 upgrades out of 28. And as you can see there, in this game, it's showing as 56.6. But if we go over to my actual score, I'm sitting as being 2,388th in the whole world in terms of real racing free, in terms of this time trial. And for the first time ever, I've got up to Group B. I've never got to Group B. So at the moment, it looks quite good. I'm not sure what will happen longer term, but you'll see that at the bottom, the Fifth Guardian actually completed a time of 2 minutes 5 seconds, but with a PR of 60.7. So clearly, that's not with the car as it stands at the moment. So I'm not going to race this today. I'm going to leave it well alone. I've done something that I've never done before, which is get into Group B. And apparently Group B is a representation of the top 1%. So I am slowly but surely getting better. And I was struggling with this car. But each day, obviously I didn't do it at the weekend, but like, for example, all of last week and again this morning, I have found that I can go quicker and quicker. And obviously applying 7 upgrades, I think I was about 2 to 3 seconds quicker. So, yeah, there we go. I have got a decent score. So I think what I'm going to do is, just rather than race it, I'm just going to do a replay of how I did. So this is from this morning. Oh, it's showing 2:10. Oh, well, that's a shame. Well, that's no good then, is it? Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do it on this. Let's have a look. Continue. Maybe I can't do it on this iPad because the time wasn't set. What if I do? Can I do a shadow? If I go into there. Oh, I take it back. I've even gone a little bit higher by the looks of it. 2,176. Can I select that? No. So maybe I can't play it. Watch replay. Let's see if it's picked it up. Yeah, there we go. 205. No, it's still showing 210. Okay, so unfortunately I can't show it. Probably because it's on a different device and I haven't got that device set up right now. So never mind. But the point is, I have improved. I've done something that I've never done before. I've got into Group B. But what I did, and again, this is very important because it's sort of like a little bit. I've effectively applied the upgrades on a separate device that isn't my main racing device. Done the racing on that. Obviously, because it's saved into the cloud, it's reporting that my actual time is 2:05. You can see there it's saying I did that with a PR of 60.7. But if I go into this game, you can actually see that my PR is only 56.6. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to do, as I say, so again, I'm not going to do any more. I've never ever got to Group B before in Real Racing 3. So fingers crossed that holds, that keeps, and I'm successful at getting the 50 gold. Now it's 7 days away. That particular competition. I'm umming and ahhing whether to have another go at it in terms of improving anymore. It is 2 seconds to get into Group A. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, but improvement. First time into Group B, very happy with that. Truing Hufnik says, hello, Truing, welcome along. You should turn all off assist for best time achievement. Get in there slowly. It's not a rush to become first. It's a improving yourself every day. And like, for example, with getting into Group B for the first time, there's an example of that working. Right. So what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to be doing some more, hopefully, gold hoarding. So in the road collection, again, another achievement. I've got that up to 75%. That, in fairness, was my target for this particular update 13. So I've achieved that with 4 weeks to go. So maybe I can get a little bit higher than 75%, possibly 76%, maybe even 77%. We'll see how that goes on in the coming weeks. But in the exclusive series, I do still have 2 cars that I'm racing for, both in a position where I can potentially complete both of those exclusive series to 100%, and that's what I'm going to be trying to achieve in this stream. So let's give this a go. I'm going to start with the Nissan. Now, this is the slowest car, and obviously the reward isn't massive, but it is still 10 gold. So in terms of what I've got to do, I've just seen something that might stop me from doing it. Never mind. So in terms of what I've got to do, I've got a number of single lap races. I've got speed record, and I've got 2 speed records and a head-to-head. So I'm going to get both of those done first, and then what I'm going to do is I'll then do the cup that I haven't done yet, the Hockenheim Ring National Cup. What I'll do is I'll use the new opportunity that's available in terms of earning an engineer by simply playing a video, so I can potentially win at that cup event and not reduce my durability, so that I can have a couple of goes at the motorcycle course. This is one of the worst tracks for me in terms of getting first on. So there's a possibility I won't get to 100% today, but we're going to give it a go. Right, so speed record. Let's see how we get on. Lee Melvin is in the chat. Welcome along, Lee. Good to have you with us. So I'm going to reverse because I reckon the fastest part of this lap will be at the end. I'm going to go back and start from well behind the start line. Take it nice and slow around this corner. Don't want to cause too much damage and have an impact on my top speed. There we go. That'll do. We'll turn off the brake assist from low to off. Let's see if I can get the top speed. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get it crossing the start-finish line there, but I have got it. So that's it. So that's a first there. Again, another little tip in terms of speed records. Quite often, the fastest part of a track is just after the start/finish line. So by starting a little bit back, you can make sure you beat whoever is top of the speed record. So I'm going to leave the brakes off for the moment, because the next on the list is another speed record. Okay, so there we go. So that's one race completed, and it's a first. Okay, so there we go. First, so that's the speed record done. Oh, I haven't got I haven't got loads of durability left. Oh dear, what a mess up. Right, so what I'm going to do now then is to make sure that I do have enough durability left. I'm going to go to the next, there we go, so speed record. But what I'm going to do, I do actually have an engineer available to hire, so I'm going to hire them. Right, so Nürburgring sprint circuit, 155 miles per hour. So I know where the fastest part of the fastest part of this lap is, and it's right towards the end. So I don't need to worry about starting behind the. Oops, I forgot to brake there completely. So I don't need to worry about starting from behind the starting line. So I'll just take my time going around here, because the bit that's going to be really critical is the end part of the lap. But you see, there you go. There's an example of me forgetting I've got my brakes off, my brake assist off, and I'm going off track. So still not ready for all assist being turned off. Right, here we go. But we'll get there slowly. There we go. So I have done that. So that's another one completed. Didn't even crash the car that time, which is good. I'll put the brake assist now back onto low. I have applied an engineer, so the durability won't go down. And that's another first. So another tier close to being completed. I think I have got the cup to do in this tier. And there is an argument to say, look, if I've got to apply engineer, let's do the cup now. Let's give the cup a go now. Now, although the engineer isn't available, what I can do is play an ad. Now, this is a relatively new feature. I've only seen this for the last week or so. There does appear to be a limit how many times you can do this. So I haven't done it at all today. So let's just see how many times I can do this. So I'll do a higher. That results in a video having to play. I'll turn the audio down. But it does mean then I can get an engineer for free. So as opposed to wasting a gold, we don't want to be wasting gold on engineers. We don't want to be wasting gold on agents, and we definitely don't want to be wasting gold on the manager. But what it does mean by playing a video, you have the potential of getting an engineer for free, or for playing a 20-second ad, and that's what I've done. Now, this is the Hockenheimring. It is the shorter track. It's the national circuit, but it is 5 laps, and that should be enough to come first in. So let's give that a go. Fortunately, I'm not racing against any human opponents. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so I'm up to 12 already. I reckon I can get to 5th by the end of this lap. And if I get to 5th, I've got 4 laps to do and 4 cars to overtake. So let's see Let's see if I can do that. There we go, up into 10th, into 9th. Up, back into 10th. Oh yeah, back into 9th. Probably won't get 5th then. There we go, up into 8th. I've got less than 2 cars per lap to overtake to get first, so I reckon I'm on for the win at this moment in time. So I've got 6 cars to overtake and 4 laps to do it in, and I see 2 cars sort of like tucked up together here. So if I can get these 2 on this lap, that will keep me on target. But I think I've fallen lucky. So even though I'm on the internet, obviously, I'm technically online, it hasn't fed me any copies of human opponents to race against. So I always do feel the computer opponents are a lot easier to beat. So I have got a bit lucky there. Okay, so I'm in 5th. I've got 3 laps to go and 4 cars to overtake. So I just need to overtake 2 cars on one of those 3 laps, so long as I do overtake at least 1 car per lap. And yeah, I can see 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in front of me, so it is looking good for the win, I reckon. I definitely reckon I can get 3rd on this lap. There we go. So I reckon I've got this one in the bag. There we are, I'm into 2nd. So I've got 2 laps to go after this lap and only 1 car to overtake. So I can't see how I'm not going to win this one now. I'll take that. Okay, there we go, into 1st. Into 1st with a lap to go, that's perfect. Okay, there we go. Catching back markers as well, so even if I was struggling to get to 1st, I think the back markers would have come into play. And the computer opponents do struggle to overtake back markers. But there we go. Final lap, I'm in 1st, I'm ahead by almost 200 yards. Not quite. There we go, 200 yards ahead. There we go. Okay, that's another first. So 2 more races to go, and then that will just leave the time trials to do. Engineer bonus, so durability hasn't changed. I think I've got enough there to do the head-to-head and still then have enough to do the final cup. So I'm not going to use any more engineer, at least on this particular car. So head-to-head to go, although whoa, okay. I will use an engineer because it is Mount Panorama and it's 2 laps. And I can use an engineer, so I'm going to hide them again. Just turn the advert down to low. 30 seconds. I don't mind wasting 30 seconds to get a free engineer. I do mind spending a gold. So this little amendment, I do think will work quite well for people. It does mean I haven't yet figured out if it's you can only have so many engineers, so many managers. Not that I've ever done the manager one, and so many agents. I suspect there's a total number, and then once you've hit that number, no matter what you've used, that's your daily allowance. And I think it might be as low as 5. Okay, so there we go. So that's the engineer hired again. Ready for the head-to-head, which unusually is a 2-lap race. It's very rare for a head-to-head to be anything other than a 1-lap special. Ayaka Yokota has entered the chat on the YouTube side and says, "Hi, Mr. Tony, how are you? I am very well, thank you very much. I hope you are too." Yeah, welcome along. Thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting in the chat. Good to see you in the chat again. Oh, there we go. So now that I'm in first, I cannot see me losing this race. But if I had not taken an engineer, I think the car would have needed servicing. So it's just a case of getting around the track twice and beating my opponent, who today is Darkness. Just doing a bit of lift on coast there. So in fairness, this car was one of the bonus cars that came available because of a flash sale. Not entirely sure why there was a flash sale. It was in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I'm not sure why it was there. And it did make me think if there would be a flash sale at the end of last week, but there wasn't. But we do have some more cars potentially available for upgrades as of tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Iswan Shawal says, hello, Tony. Hello, welcome along. Thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting in the chat. Good to have you with us. Hope your day is going well. It's actually a little bit warmer here than what it has been. Hence why I've only got a t-shirt on again. Obviously, I've got the heating on. But my word, it was really cold towards the end of last week. So relatively warm today for this time of year. Okay, there we go. In the lead now by 250 yards. 250 yards. Final part of lap 2, down the hill. Can't see me getting caught. .300 yards ahead. Should be relatively straightforward. There we go. A step closer to 100%. Now, this is where I get the tough one, because the final race available, or cup, I always struggle to do well at. But maybe I'm going to get lucky and it's just going to put me up against computer opponents. There we go. So, engineer has been maintained. I'm not going to hire an engineer again. I've only got the one race to do. So either I win it or I don't. And if I don't win it, I don't get an engineer. So there's just no point. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, it's the Daytona, not Indianapolis. It is the motorcycle course as well, which I don't like. It does look like I'm racing against other computer opponents, so that should be okay. Erwin Shawal says, while waiting for my HP charge, want to play Real Racing 3 too. Very good. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Okay, let's see how we get on here. As I say, this is one of my least favourite tracks. It might even be my least favourite track. It's always very hard to win on this one. Mainly to do with this bit here. And sometimes I slide off there. So I'm up into 13th, up into 11th, up into 10th. I really do need to be on, I reckon, in 5th by the end of this lap. So getting into 8th is not too bad. But I reckon I'm doing okay because I'm racing against computer opponents. I think when I raced this before, I was actually up against human opponents. Now, I say I want to be in 5th. Ideally, I think I want to be in 4th by the end of this lap. There you go. 4th. So I'm on target. Okay, so can I with 3 laps to go, overtake one car per lap. I think I can. There we go. That's one car. Don't slide off. Managed to hold it. Oh, off the track, not paying attention. So I think here my focus just needs to catch up to second. I don't need to overtake second, but I do want to close that gap. I really don't like this track. There we go. I think there's an opportunity of even overtaking second. Yes, definitely. And that will leave 2 laps to get first. Here we go. There you go. Second it is. Oh, you see the... and now I've probably lost second. Oh, well, let's see what we can do. I am still in second, but he is now right on my tail. There he is. Let's get him drafting me. Oh, there's no drafting on this. Oh, well. I'll just defend my place then. Okay, there we go. Now, the problem is, first is quite a bit ahead now. So I just need to focus on catching first, not make any mistakes. That's quite hard for me. But let's see how we get on. Yeah, I'm still 200 yards behind Rattlesnack, unfortunately. So it's not looking brilliant for first place. In fact, he's now 300 yards ahead of me. Okay, a lot better through the little chicane there, though. But I'm not convinced I can catch first now. I think I've messed up with that overtake on the overtaking to second. It's a bit of a shame, but there you go. Oh. Almost lost it. But I mean, it's no biggie if I don't get 100%. I'll be racing this car again tomorrow, and there'll be just the one cup to race in, so I might get a couple of chances. I just think I'm a little bit too far behind. Yeah. Look at that, so close. No, not going to get it. I'll have to make do with second there. And I suspect the car will need servicing. I'm not going to service it. I will get the time trials done. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I might. Well, we'll see. We'll see. There's plenty of racing to be done, so not really a big issue. Let's have a look. What have we got? Skip video. Okay, there we go. So 93%. I didn't quite get first in the cup, which I thought might have been a bit easier, but I think the mistake that I did in overtaking into second and losing all that time resulted in me not being able to do first. Never mind. So I'll do the time trials because it's just about getting round the time trial but without going off track or crashing your car into the barriers. So this should mean that I'll get the series up to 99%, and I'll just have the one cup to complete in tomorrow's live stream. So I will miss out on the 10 goal today, but I'm sure I'll have a good attempt at getting it tomorrow. Okay, there we go. So that's one time trial done. Don't service the car. Okay, skip video. On to the second time trial, which is Laguna Seca. Again, another one of the time trials that I'm not a big. Another one of the tracks that I'm not a big fan of. Laguna Seca is definitely not one of my favourites. It's definitely not my worst. I do think the speed rate way that we've just done is a lot worse than this track, but this track is also very difficult to overtake on. Fortunately, for a time trial, I don't have to worry about overtaking anyone. Just not going on the sand on this particular occasion, as opposed to grass. Okay, there we go. Lap almost over. No errors up to this point. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's another time trial completed. As I said, I'm never that bothered in a series about setting the fastest time trial because it doesn't matter. It's not earning you any gold like the weekly time trial does. So I'm always just bothered about completing it. Okay, so there we go. One more time trial to do. Okay, skip video again. There we go. One time trial. I'm at 97%. So this is going to put me at 99%. Never mind. Oof. And it's the Italian Grand Prix. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's get this series up to 99%. There we go. So to be fair, I've just got the Parabolica corner to worry about now. I think in this car, I can actually brake a bit later into that corner, but I'm going to make sure I don't take any risks. So I did brake quite early there, but I just wanted to get round this corner without any issues, which I've done. I'm not bothered about setting the fastest lap. For me, it's just about getting the time trial done and having it marked as completed. There we go. So unfortunately, 99% is all that I'm getting up to today. So still no gold earned today. That's a shame. But it does mean that this particular exclusive series, I will be looking to complete in tomorrow's stream. So I'm going to service the car now. Skip video. So that's at 99%. Have I changed the exclusive series percentage? That's still at 43%. Obviously, road collection won't go up for quite a bit now, I reckon. Okay, so next on the list, one of my least favorite cars in the game, this Porsche Taycan Turbo S. A, it sounds horrible, and B, its handling is absolutely disastrous. Okay, let's do a speed snap. Let's make sure this car is fully upgraded, fully serviced rather. So I'll do the speed snap first. What have I got to get to? 125 miles per hour. Go, 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 go. I don't think I got. I don't think I was even. I mean, that's wow. That wasn't even close. I needed 125, and I skidded over the speed over the finish line, and still managed to do 133. There we go. Okay, one race down. Speed snap completed. That could have been a bit tricky, but turned out not to be. What have we got next? So I've got a speed record, a head-to-head, and then the head-to-head and an autocross. So there's still plenty of racing to be done. And I've got one cup. and then I'll do the time trials again. So, speed record. 158. So this will be. I think I need to reverse. I think. So I'm going to start a little bit back from the start line. I'm not sure if I need to actually, but I'll do it anyway. Turn brake assist from low to off. And I've messed that up. Let's see what we can do. Oh, there we go. There we go. As expected, the fastest part of the track is after the start-finish line. I think. I don't think I'd get anywhere close here. Oh, I might have done actually. Look at that. There we go. That's the fastest part. Well, it's always best to make sure, I say. So on that particular Porsche track, I could have started at the start line and not worried about starting way back from it. But there we go. Yakara's put, I do not like the electric cars. I think it depends. This one, the Porsche one, is absolutely terrible. The VW IDR is a very good electric car. So I do think it depends, but this one is probably one of the worst. There's a Renault as well that I like. That's an electric car. I can't remember what it's called. But that one is okay. But I definitely agree with you on the Porsche. This is a terrible car. Okay, so that's that one done. Tier 17, head to head, 1 lap, thankfully. Don't need to worry about servicing. I'll definitely have plenty of durability to get all these done. Let's give it a go. Oh, you see there, lost it, and again, ugh, terrible car, and again, oh dear, oh dear, and when you do lose it, you're all over the place. At least I am. Oh dear. Well, that was a struggle. I mean, in fairness, for me, the reason why I dislike this car so much is probably not to do with it being electric, although I do think the sound is horrible. It's just to do with the handling of this car. It's just atrocious. And like, for example, when I was racing on Friday, the Ferrari F8 Tributo, even though the back end will go on that car, it was easy enough to correct and get it back. On this car, the Porsche, you lose it one way and you try to correct, you just lose it the other way. I just don't like this car at all. I will be glad to see the back of this car. Hence why I definitely want to get this up to 100% so that I don't have to race it ever again. Right, okay, so in terms of races left, I've only got the races in tier 19 and I've got all 3 to do. So I might as well just go through them one by one in terms of left to right. So I'll start with the head-to-head. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, it's in Indy, so that's fine, I think. Yes. And it's the road course. So again, I like this one. I don't like the Daytona one, but I do like the Indianapolis one. Again, plenty of places to overtake. Nicely around. I've sort of got to, I always feel like I'm walking on tiptoe with this car though. Fortunately, it's just a 1 lap special. I am 40 yards ahead a second, so all I have to do is hold on. So there we go. That is a first. Relatively straightforward. So Ayeka has put, I like only design with the electric cars. The Rimac and the Audi e-tron are very cool. Yes, they do. Is the Rimac Nevera completely electric? I thought, is it not a hybrid? Let me just have a look. I didn't realise it was 100% electric. I thought it was a hybrid, but I could be wrong on that. Oh yeah, all electric. I did not know that. There you go. Now to be fair, the Rimac Nevera is an awesome car to drive. I had no problems whatsoever driving that car. In fact, I absolutely love that car. It's probably my favourite car in the game. Yeah, but I wasn't aware that it was. I thought it was a hybrid rather than fully electric. But yeah, still a good car. Doesn't make the whiny noises that this Porsche makes, that's for sure. Okay, so autocross. I got to do it in under 27 seconds. This can be quite problematic because this car, once you lose the back end, you tend to find you've lost the back end for quite a while. As you attempt to auto-correct. Oh, I could just feel that was right on the edge of losing it. But again, I've done it with about 2 seconds to spare there, so bizarre. So that's the autocross done. And that therefore just leaves me with the cup to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply an engineer just from the point of seeing how many of these. I'm sure it's 5, but let's take a look. So I'm going to basically play a video and get to the engineer for free, and I will apply all 3 people. So I'll apply manager because it's free. I'll apply the agent because they're free, and I'll apply the engineer because it will be free once this advert is finished. Okay, there we go. Turn the volume back up. I am going to apply. There you go. Agent is free. Manager is free. So I've got all three applied. It's Hockenheimring. It's 8 laps. It's the Grand Prix circuit as well. Let's win. Oh, slow through the gap. There we go. Now, I would imagine I probably want to be in at least 10th position by the end of this lap. And I'm already in 12, so... Oh, there we go, into 10th. It's where I want to be. Oh, okay, I'm up into 8th. That just leaves 1 car per lap, so in terms of overtaking to get first, so that's nice and easy. But I do feel like I'm right on the edge with this car. I feel like the back end could go at any point. Okay, there we go, 7th. So 6 cars to overtake, 7 laps remaining. Okay, there we go, up into 5th. There we are, into 4th. I can't see first though, so they're well gone. Okay, but I'm up into 3rd. Might have to hunt first down. Oh no, they're only there. Oh, that's not too bad then. So I'm only 2 laps in. I've got 6 laps to go and only 1 car to overtake. So this is looking good for the victory. Just got to keep oral pod in my sights. Oh, you see, there we go. Back end just got lost there. I mean, with it being 8 laps, there's a possibility of back markers coming into play. And I know I've said it once, but I'll say it again. The computer opponents cannot overtake the back markers. They're just terrible at it. No idea why they're so bad, but bad. So there you go. They are. Almost lost it. Managed to catch it there. That's a first for this car. Oh, see, there we go. Pushing a little bit too hard. I don't need to push hard. I am slowly but surely catching oral pod. Okay, there we go. So I am seeing a couple of back markers that we're catching up on. So I reckon even if I can't catch oral pod through my racecraft, then I'll be able to overtake oral pod because they're just terrible at overtaking back markers. But I've got a bit of time. I've still got 4 laps after this one, and I am slowly but surely catching up to first. Even when I have little moments like that where I lose the back end. There we go. He's in my sights now. There we go. And that, you see what I mean? Absolutely rubbish at overtaking back markers. And I'm in first place because of it. Yes, I went off the track. Yes, it wasn't a clean move. But I am first. So there we go. Lap 5. I'm in first. I'm 100 yards ahead. I've got 3 laps to go after this one. Oh. There we go. So look at that. I'm already 300 yards ahead of second now. They just cannot pass back markers. Which is just as well because I can't drive. At least not this car. It's horrible. There you go. Got a few back markers between me and second. Although I am 400 yards ahead of second. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I'm on lap 6 of 8. I am in first. And I am over 300 yards ahead of second. Take my time around the last 2 laps. No reason why I can't win this now. So even though I didn't get 100% on the Nissan 240Z exclusive series, I will get 100% on this exclusive series, and this is 40 gold. And then I won't ever have to race this car again, and I shall be very happy. One moment. Sorry about that. Right, let's carry on racing. So lap 7. And I've forgotten where I was on the track. But I am 500 yards ahead. So a little error doesn't make a massive impact at this moment in time. Okay, coming on to the end of lap 7. One more lap to go. So I am going to just do a little test and see how many times you can use the free engineer. Oh, there you go. Just about held that. Final lap. I'm 800 yards ahead of second. I will win this. I can't see how I'm going to get caught. And I think after this, I've just got the free time trials to do. Oops. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's first. Abdul Agis Satyawan says, join, bro. Hello, welcome along. Good to have you with us. There you go. Free agent, double points. Takes me a little bit closer to going up a fame level. I've still got a bit to do there. But I did have a thought to do with having this ability now of getting free, playing a video and getting a free agent or a free engineer. But I'll come on to that in a bit. So there you are. So I'm at 94%, and all that is left are the free time trials. So I've got the Hockenheim Ring, the Suzuka circuit, and Dubai. Now, 2 of them are Grand Prix circuits, but the Hockenheim Ring is just the national circuit, so it's a bit smaller. So, there we go. But stay on track. Don't make a mistake. Go slow if you have to. There's no point in making a big mistake here. Sorry, one moment. Okay. All right, let's try again. Keep on going. Don't go off track. There we go. National circuit, a lot shorter. Slow. Stay on track. As I say, I'm not bothered about setting a fast lap. I just want to get round the time trial. Have it marked as completed. There we go. So that's 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, there we go. Now, I did forget to play the right, so let me just see what happens. So if I close that, I'm just doing this as a test. Okay, so I can hire the engineer. I'll just turn the video download. So all I'm trying to do is find out if there's a limit. I think it's 5. And I think so far I've used the engineer 3 times. And I think the total availability is not like 5 engineer. I think 5 in total. Let's find out. I shall just play videos on each of them and see if it says I've reached my limit. There you are, agent available. I know it's a bit of a waste, but just while I'm testing this out, just so we know how many times we can do this. I think this has only been in the game a week. I remember commenting on a previous stream saying I didn't like the fact it was flashing when there were no actual there wasn't a free engineer, or there wasn't a free agent, or there wasn't a free manager. But obviously the reason why it was flashing was to basically say if you play a video, you can have a free engineer or a free agent. There we go, you see. So it is 5, unfortunately. So it's again, what I'll do is I'll finish this off and I'll explain what how I would on a daily basis maximize the use of I wouldn't touch the manager, but maximize the use of both the agent and potentially the engineer. Okay, so Suzuka. So this being lots of twists and turns, I am going to take my time around this because this car slides all over the place. So it's a little bit like the old story between the turtle and the hare. Fastest doesn't always win the race. There's an element of strategy here. So all I'm doing is just making sure I don't slide off the track. I obviously won't set the fastest time, but that means in a series, you're only getting a reward of $R. You're not getting gold. Now, obviously, that's different in the weekly time trial and the 2-week time trial competitions, where you do want to go as fast as possible because you do want to maximize the amount of gold that you earn. So having now I've got the weekly time trial for this week in Group C. So that's another 50 gold. So that competition ends tonight and the reward will be given on Wednesday. Okay, there we go. Nice and safely around the Suzuka Grand Prix circuit in this abomination of a car. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 of the time trials done. You see what I mean? It's always $R in this. I kind of wasted the agent, so now we know. Basically, on a daily basis, you can have 5 videos played that will earn you 5 of a mix of manager, engineer, and agent. If it was me, I wouldn't touch the manager because it's just $R. I'd be focusing on the agent because you're doubling your fame, which gets you gold once you go up a fame level, and obviously potentially the engineer. So I'll go through what I was thinking and possibly doing, although it does require a bit of effort, or rather a bit of time. So possibly not every day, but a few times a week, definitely. There's a benefit of going up fame levels quite easily, and obviously therefore getting a good tally of gold on a weekly basis. So now I've just got the autodrome to do. So this is for 40 gold. And then locking the car away in the garage, never to be seen again. And I am just tiptoeing around this circuit. See what I mean? Oh, and that's why I'm tiptoeing around this circuit. If I was going any faster, I'd have been off track there. All right, there we go. I'll coast to the corner here. So there we go. That's this is the final time trial. I will take this series now to 100%, and that will earn me 40 gold. Apparently, I get some R dollars as well, but I'm not really that bothered about the R dollars because I've got so much of it. There we go. Round the corner. $40 gold. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Not bothered about the global leaderboard on these time trials in a series. There we go. $70,000 and 40 gold. Another series taken to 100%. There we go. Not bad at all. So, what I would do, and at this point I haven't, but going forward I will attempt to do it. I always think in terms of racing, it's maximizing a car's durability, getting the most reward from that car before it needs servicing again. And I think, I mean, first off, one of the problems is the agent, the engineer, and the manager can't be applied to motorsports cars, specifically those cars that earn you M dollars. You can't, unfortunately, apply it to those cars. But what you can do, ironically, and technically speaking, this is a motorsport car. Let me just see if I remember where it is. In Legend, if I scroll across to Endurance Legends, what I've been doing, not every day, but every other day, is I've been racing one of the circuit day 24 hours, the Cup race, specifically on Tier 5, because it's 10 laps. So now if you can apply an agent, you're going to get double fame. So very quickly, you're going to get upper fame level. So I do think if you're whatever you're doing, if you're doing a long race, this is about a half-hour race, doing one of those a day and applying a free agent every day, brilliant. Now, the other thing as well is on some days, there's a reward in the game. Your daily reward is a fame percentage. So the first race has a fame percentage of 40%. Now, what you can do is play a video, earn an agent, and so it's 40% plus 100%. Um, so there's a real opportunity there to start maximizing that fame increase. And obviously, when you go up a fame level, you get gold, which is what I think this game is all about. You have to have gold to be successful in this game. You don't even have to be a brilliant driver, but you do have to have gold. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. Whenever I'm racing this car, I'll be applying a video for the agent. And if I've got a bit of time, I might decide to do two races because that'll be uh, three videos. And I'd hire for the first race the agent and the engineer, and then for the second race just the agent. Um, so yeah, that's what I would do. Now, if you haven't got the time, I like um, in Legend, in the Campionato Scuderia Ferrari, it's the Ferrari F14T. I like racing this car around the endurance in Tier 12, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it is the speedway. So you're literally just going round at 232 miles per hour as fast, and you can't go any faster, and you never slow down. So it's not a brilliant way of earning loads of fame, but potentially you could apply a similar thing. Race that car, apply an agent, you get double the amount of fame. That's what I would be using in terms of strategy, in terms of applying on a daily basis. Those now that you've got a 5-3 either engineer, agent, or manager, throw the manager in the bin. Don't use him. Focus on the agent specifically, and obviously you want to race the car over and over again, you'll have to balance that with the engineer. So there we go. So that's my racing today, and Ayaka has quite nicely put into the chat what cars will be on sale tomorrow. So that sort of moves on to what I'm going to be doing in tomorrow's stream. So tomorrow's live stream will be at 6 p.m. UK time. So it will be a later stream. And what I'll be doing is obviously, because I haven't finished the exclusive series for the Nissan 240Z S30 R3 spec, I'll be attempting to complete that in tomorrow's stream. I will be looking at the cars that are on sale in regards to discounts. And again, I'll be going through how I do an assessment of whether or not it's worthwhile upgrading or not. And possibly be racing one of those cars in an exclusive series. At the very least, I will be racing those cars in the new multiplayer race that comes available tomorrow, and the new weekly time trial that becomes available tomorrow. So potentially lots of racing available still in Real Racing 3. Now, again, just to give you all a heads up as well, there is, it's not, technically it's an event, but it's actually a limited series. So that will be Wednesday's stream. So lots of stuff coming up. Exciting times in Real Racing 3. Okay, so there we go. So that will be, let's turn that volume down. That will be tomorrow's stream. Okay, yeah. So just to confirm, tomorrow's stream will be at Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK time. And I'll effectively be doing a review of the cars that I've got discounts on them, whether I think they're worthwhile doing or not. Racing in the existing exclusive series, might be racing in one of the new exclusive series if I decide to upgrade one of the cars, and also racing potentially in the multiplayer event and the weekly time trial, both of which will be new for tomorrow. So all that it remains for me to do is, in terms of what day you've got left, I hope it's a very good one. Thank you all very much for joining and watching. Thank you for commenting in the chat. And I hope to see you all tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream at 6 p.m. UK time. Until then, thank you and goodbye.